Okay, so if you're a teacher and you're feeling a little uncertain about artificial intelligence, well, this explainer is for you. We're going to take that anxiety and transform it into a confident, practical AI toolkit that you can actually start using in your classroom like today. So let's just dive right in, right? The question that's on every educator's mind is this new AI technology a threat to your classroom, or could it actually be your next best teaching assistant? It's a huge question, and it's causing a lot of understandable anxiety. And look, those fears, they're totally valid. Things like job replacement, the fact that AI can be inaccurate, and of course, student cheating. But on the other side of that coin, you have AI's promise: direct support for you, the teacher, incredible personalization for your students, and a massive, massive boost in efficiency. Our goal today is to help you navigate from that fear over to that promise. All right, first up, let's take this idea of AI as a threat and turn it into a tool, something familiar. We're going to demystify this whole thing and make it feel way more approachable.
So what even is AI when you get right down to it? Let's just strip away all the tech jargon. At its heart, artificial intelligence is just a system that can do tasks that normally need a human brain. Things like spotting patterns, making predictions, or even brainstorming new ideas.
And here's the thing, you're actually already using AI, probably every single day, without even thinking about it. When you get directions on Google Maps, when Netflix recommends a show you might like, when your email filters out spam, yep, that's all AI working in the background. It's not some crazy future technology, it's already part of your life.
And this is maybe the most important thing to remember through all of this. The goal of AI in education is not to replace the teacher. It's to enhance what teachers do best, the things only a human can do: connect, inspire, and really see every single student.
Okay, enough with the big ideas. Let's get practical. How can you actually put AI to work? Let's talk about some real, time-saving things you can do in your classroom right away.
So here are 5 super concrete ways AI can be that teaching assistant, like today. Number 1, lesson planning. Imagine brainstorming ideas and getting outlines in minutes. 2, differentiation. It can suggest different materials for students with different needs, just like that. 3, assessment. It can help you design quizzes. 4, communication. It can draft those parent emails or report card comments that take so much time. And 5, reflection. It can spot trends in your class to help you find learning gaps. Every single one of these is a real-world task that eats up your valuable time.
And if you're feeling overwhelmed, the best piece of advice is right here. Start small. Seriously, don't try to change your entire way of teaching overnight. Just use AI to remove one little point of friction, like drafting that weekly newsletter, not to add a whole new layer of complexity to your day.
Okay, now for the big one. Let's talk myths versus reality. It's time to separate the facts from the fear and tackle the biggest misconceptions about AI in the classroom. First up, the biggest fear of them all: AI will replace teachers. The reality: AI can crunch data, but it can't inspire. It can't show empathy. It can't build a real relationship with a student. It's a tool that amplifies great teaching. It doesn't replace the human at the heart of it.
Okay, what about this one? That using AI is just cheating. Well, the reality is that it's a tool. It's just like a calculator. I mean, is using a calculator in math class cheating? No, not when it's used the right way. Our job isn't to ban these tools. It's to teach our students how to use them thoughtfully and ethically.
And what about accuracy? I mean, we hear that AI isn't always right, and that's true. It can and does make mistakes. And that's precisely why a teacher's oversight is more important than ever. Your expertise is absolutely essential to teach students how to think critically and check the answers they get.
And last but not least, this idea that AI just zaps all the creativity out of the room. Actually, it can be an amazing creative partner. It can help you brainstorm, generate examples, and find resources that you then take and make your own. It's a launch pad for your creativity, not a replacement for it.
So now that we've busted some myths, let's talk about where this is all heading. This is about leading the way with AI, about stepping into your role as an ethical guide for the next generation.
Think about it. Your students are already growing up in a world completely saturated with AI. They're using it whether we teach them how to or not. And that makes your guidance, your ability to help them navigate this world with integrity, absolutely critical.
So how do you do that? How do you provide that guidance? Well, you can start with a kind of ethical checklist. Ask these questions. Is student data being kept secure? Am I aware of any potential bias in this tool? Am I being transparent with parents and students about when we're using AI? And crucially, do all of my students have equitable access to these tools? You are the ethical gatekeeper.
And this really brings it all home, right? The goal isn't to ban AI. That's not a real long-term solution. The goal is to teach students how to use it thoughtfully, how to question it, and how to use it ethically.
And please, remember this. You do not need to be some kind of tech wizard. You don't need to learn how to code. The best educators leading the way with AI are simply curious learners first. They ask questions, they play around with it, and they're not afraid to learn right alongside their students.
Because, after all this talk about technology and algorithms and data, we always have to come back to the #1 priority in any classroom ever, and that is human connection.
Which brings us to our final and maybe most powerful takeaway. AI will not replace teachers, but teachers who understand AI, they will be the ones who replace fear with empowerment, for themselves and for their students.
So, we're going to leave you with this final thought. The question isn't if AI is going to change education anymore. That's a given. The real question is, how will you choose to lead that change?